Well, I've been playing with the carb for a bit today. It's somewhat running. It only goes up to a certain RPM and then it cuts out. So the diaphragm definitely needs to be replaced. Here, I'm going to show you real quick. Did you just hear it just about cut out? Here, I'm just shut it off. Pull it back, shut it off. Alright, right, this little part right here, you see there's this slant, it's a little cover. The arm to the choke, right in the intake, the arm that goes down to the diaphragm is there. Right under that arm is the spring with the hole. We are having some serious issues with this. The diaphragm definitely needs to be replaced because I found gas in that little pocket. I cleaned that out and it actually starting to run a little bit better. I'm getting a little more higher RPM out of it now. I just cut this whole little area, the tree to the corner of the garage, sandbox to that corner, to that corner. I just mowed all this. Gotta give her a bit of throttle, otherwise she's running way too rich. Now she don't even want to run. Took me forever to get it to start, and it's just running way too rich. I think I'm running it around 4 turns out in the adjustment screw. So obviously needs diaphragm because we're getting not enough gas. Whoa! I don't know if you just heard that, but I just heard a pop. That was a backfire. And that's a quiet series muffler, so you only heard a muffled sound. And I'm wearing my glove. The other hand has to be able to operate the screen of my camera. The oil actually looks really good. It looks dark, but it's actually really clean. Actually. See, if you can see the screwdriver, it's obviously clean. There's just a bit of dirt in there, or it's a bit sludgy, and I'm out of oil. Once you know it, again. Why don't we go to the garage? I'll explain how the auto chokes work. Yay, the dark garage. Trust me. Plans are in order for a new garage. Maybe in a year or two, we'll be having a new garage. It'll be all nice, way more bigger. Okay, so let's explain automatic choke. See, this is the little pocket I was talking about. This pocket should always be dry. There's like a little channel to the intake, as you can see. There's like a little channel to right there, for some odd reason. This carb sits like this. That spring has to go into that pocket perfectly straight. And if it doesn't, it's not going to work ever. And that, you know, you have to get it all situated. Here's the thing. See, here's your carb. You have your butterfly in there. Here's that little piece I was talking about. This conceals that arm. And you want to make sure the gasket on this is still good. I might steal this gasket and put it on the other carb. Even though this was the original tank to that engine. But as you can see, it sits like this, and when you push on it, it holds that needle up. And the needle has spring. Always make sure to keep these springs off of old diaphragms, because you never know when you're going to need one, because just in case some dumbass forgot to put it on and just threw everything together, and it's like, oh, it still doesn't run, I'll throw it on the trash. Wrong move. I get free stuff. If you ever go trash picking, it's a good business. Now I'm about to take this screen, chop it up, because it goes to the carburetor that's in that Briggs box. And I'm getting a whole new carb kit for it anyways, so, oh shit, what did I do? somewhere in my tool chest, my screen now lies. Oh, here it is. Yeah, just cut this to where it goes over pickup. This one's obviously clean, but man, that tank needs to be cleaned. For some odd reason, for a certain period of time, Briggs decided cheap ass plastic was the best thing ever. They're still using cheap ass plastic because, I mean, yeah. Oh, here, let me show you. See, cheap plastic is taken out quickly by the rod. Oh, dare I continue? Dare I continue into the box? My magical box of Briggs. Oh, yay! And as you can see, plastic carb. Why does everything have to be plastic? I do not know. Oh, let's see where I remember to put that little linkage. I have the linkage off of that original, or off of the engine, because I went and twisted a new piece of linkage. Man, was that linkage worn out. Oh my fucking god. I threw it somewhere. I don't remember throwing it away. I doubt I threw it away. What's that? I have no freaking clue. What the hell? Oh, it went off the carb. I remember. But whatever happened to the little linkage, it was so worn. Like, you know, it had the little curves like this. There was grooves cut into that. From where? Look at that. The hole should not be somewhat ovalish. It is not a complete circle. It is an oval. So, yeah, it obviously had a lot of use, and they never really bothered to oil anything. So, I mean, if you look down in the tank, if you can see inside, is really fucking rusty and full of holes. I don't think you're supposed to be seeing light in your own fucking gas tank. Lid's rusted on. Oh! Oh, look. Wasted. It was brand freaking new and it got wet once and it was done. Yeah, well, that was shit. This diaphragm actually appears to be good. See, for these carburetors that only have the siphon, you only need this diaphragm to work. When this starts leaking, then you need to replace it. But if you're just being a dumbass, like a complete utter dumbass, and your machine has gas in this, because you're dumping gas down its throat. I've just discovered this. Never dump gas down the intake. Or, well, when you have your carb off and you know it's going to be a pain to start, what you need to do is don't dump gas in the carb. It'll run through your carb, aka this little hole, go through that little hole. See, that little hole matches with, see, the hole right there under the shafts. I'm trying to get a good view. That little hole dumps straight into that little hole. And then it flows into here. And basically, that is what powers your choke, because you have springed force. And when that engine starts running, it pulls on your diaphragm, aka opening your choke, which means your engine's going to run. Best part out of this deal, I got a free grommet. I'm gonna see if I can chop this tank up, tack it, and then braze. Because, you know, I don't want to weld every last fucking bit of it. But when I get a welder, I'm also going to get a brazing, or I'm also going to go borrow, I believe it's my uncle may have a brazing set. Why don't I just take everything over to my uncle's and do it there? Nah, he wouldn't like that. Oh yeah. Betcha someone out there is wondering, possibly Kevin if you're on and you're watching this, It's like, hey, I got a snapper. Oh shit, it's dark. I got a snapper like he used to have. Fuck! There. It's going to cost me about $26 to get this thing up and running. When really, if I order from Tulsa Engine Warehouse, it's going to be cheaper for the parts. I'm only going to be charged shipping and labor. And really, that's going to be only about, I don't know, 15 bucks, not 20. You know, they charge you for all of it together. They don't charge shipping and handling for one piece individually. I mean, I could get it all in one package. Perfect. You know, like 7 bucks for shipping. You know, like 6 bucks plus 7 bucks. Hello, about $15 to $16. Very simple. There we go. Yeah, it's had a rough life. Now let's see if I can make its life last longer. Well, I'll give you an update when I get those parts in and I get it all put together. I may actually, the next update be me starting it and tuning it. So, we'll see you next time.